Distance learning has become a lifeline for many learners. This is Dr. Leya Ouambo. I have a simple question today that will lead us to look at when the digital education forgets the adult learner. Now this question is, who is digital education really designed for? Because across Africa and in many low-income contexts, universities are going digital. They are fast online classrooms, we have learning platforms, and there is virtual collaboration. But in the middle of this, there is one group that is often treated like an afterthought: mature learners. These are the working parents, that teacher upgrading their qualification, professionals studying after hours. We have community leaders returning to school that is 10, 20 years later. We have that technical expert looking for certification after having studied at a vocational training center. They are not exception. They are becoming the majority. Yet, research conducted across universities, this is in Kenya and Senegal, show something that is striking. Digital learning is expanding access, but not equally. Most mature learners are motivated, they are disciplined, and it's important to know that they are deeply purposeful in their study. They don't study for grades, they're studying for survival. They want to move their career, so career mobility, and their dignity. But the system that is there assumes they are like the 19-year-old full-time student who has 8 to 5 p.m. And that's where the misalignment begins. So now, what really works so that digital learning can empower mature learners? It's important to look at flexible schedules that allow them to combine work and study, recorded lectures that let them learn after putting children to bed, online forums that give confidence to those that are always hesitating to talk in classrooms. Now, when designed well, technology doesn't just deliver education, it restores opportunity. But what really doesn't work? Now listen carefully. The biggest barrier is not motivation. It is a design many adult learners face, meaning expensive internet, shared or outdated devices, limited digital confidence, platforms that are built for constant availability and not for interrupted learning. A mature learner studies between responsibilities. This is during lunch breaks, after night shifts, or in very unreliable connectivity. Yet many systems punish absence instead of supporting persistence. So when adult learners drop out, we often say, oh, they couldn't cope. Okay? But the truth is, online learning often couldn't cope with the mature learner. This matters because if SDG 4 promises inclusive and equitable quality education, then inclusion cannot mean just access. It means education that adapts to the learner's life, not a life reorganized to fit the learner's life. And this requires collaboration, not just from universities, but we need engagement from ministries of higher education, teacher training institutions, open and distance learning universities, the edtech companies, development organizations, and the adult education advocates, because adult learners are the backbone of workforce development, especially in low-income countries. So ignoring them doesn't slow development, it actually blocks the development. Now, here is a call and it's a challenge. Let us stop designing digital education around convenience for institutions and start designing it around reality for learners. Flexible deadlines, low bandwidth platforms, mobile fast learning, recognition of prior learning, digital confidence, because human innovation requires the participation of the individual. Now, as a food for thought, mature learners require to be at the center of the scene. So, if you're listening to me, you may feel sometimes slower than younger students. You may need more time to navigate platforms. You may study in exhaustion, but remember this, you are not behind. You are learning while carrying a life, and that is not a disadvantage.